The unprecedented events of 2020 have prompted us all to pause and take stock, to not only reimagine the way we live, but perhaps most importantly, the way we work. As we look ahead to our next normal, the challenge of enhancing our culture and driving employee engagement and productivity have never been greater. But why does employee engagement matter? Happy, engaged employees don't just give us their time. They demonstrate passion and energy. They're enthusiastic about their work and their employer. Psychologically, they own what they do and they drive performance, but perhaps most importantly, they innovate and move their employer forward. Research shows that organisations with engaged employees benefit from higher customer metrics, higher productivity, higher sales, and ultimately higher profitability. But employees will only ever be truly engaged if their employer continually knows what makes them tick. And to know what makes them tick means continually and innovatively prompting their feedback and then acting upon it in a timely and constructive manner. This concept isn't novel. For years, organisations have been taking steps to try and understand how and what their employees are thinking and feeling by capturing data. Typically, this has been collected via employee surveys or received through ad hoc feedback in the office. Following the recent pandemic, people are wrestling with ongoing change, which includes adjusting to evolving ways of working. Incidentally, resistance to change is one of the main contributors to employees being disengaged. So, as we embark on our next normal, which will certainly include taking a more blended approach to working, the importance of enhancing the employee experience will be more important and more challenging than ever. For example, it's likely to become increasingly difficult for us to get an accurate insight into the mood in the office. Also, as colleagues continue to wrestle with the demands of home and work, this will likely prompt unprecedented people problems. We could find ourselves with blind spots that, if we're not aware of, won't get addressed and could have a very negative impact on our business and ultimately our bottom line. At Civica, we didn't need a pandemic to highlight the value of understanding our people's mood, but we have seen it as a real opportunity to rethink our approach to ensuring our colleagues feel informed, connected and purposeful always. During recent months, we've been doing regular temperature checks to understand how our people have been feeling and also to help inform and shape our next normal. By regularly giving us just 3 to 4 minutes of their time to take part in our short pulse survey, we've been able to continually take action to ensure they feel supported and, of course, acknowledge those things that are going well. We've continued to see an increase in the number of colleagues taking part in the survey, which really demonstrates their appetite to engage, and their insights and ideas have also served to make a real difference to the actions we have and continue to take. We've introduced no end of initiatives across the group to support our colleagues. These have ranged from a series of calls and events to support learning and coping with isolation, to mental health awareness webinars and 5 to Thrive, which was an initiative we introduced where you reach out to 5 different colleagues each week, alongside a whole host of new learning and development support and even local town halls. Measuring performance too can be a challenge. When life is uncertain, we crave reassurance and feedback, and when we're working in the same office, we offer unconscious feedback in all sorts of subtle ways that we're not even aware of. From a simple well done to a positive comment, question or smile and nod of the head, we offer feedback in the subtlest of ways. But working remotely means that we have to be much more conscious and proactive, otherwise our teams will play at guessing, not knowing if they're getting on and doing a good job. The starting point is to set really clear expectations. What do we expect, when and why? And if appropriate, how. Our caring leadership approach is the core of how we give feedback here at Civica, encouraging our leaders to apply the radical candor approach to show that you care deeply as you challenge directly. Feedback should always be two-way and continuous. Thank you.